Hi, this is Jackie from ESLactivity.org. So if you're interested in teaching English in a foreign country, I'm going to talk about the basic requirements that you need. First of all, I want to say that it really varies by country. Some places require you to have a certain passport, say from Canada or the US or England, have a BA, while others maybe just require a TEFL certificate, maybe you can volunteer, etc. So whatever country you're looking to teach in, be sure to check the requirements closely because it really can vary. So the first thing that you'll need is a passport. If you want to travel outside your country, of course, this is something you need. However, a passport from the big 6 countries can really go a lot further. So the big 6 in the English teaching world are Canada, US, England, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. So those are countries where English is spoken as the first language. If you want to teach in a place like South Korea, you'll need to have a passport from one of these countries, and there's kind of no way really around that. The second requirement is a BA degree. So generally a 4-year degree, although some 3-year degrees may be accepted in some places. This isn't a strict requirement, as there are a few countries, especially in like South America, that may not require this, but generally you'll need a 4-year degree from an English-speaking university. The next thing you might need is a TEFL or a CELTA certificate. So generally this is like a 120-hour certificate of some kind. Not all countries require this, but some do. And the countries that even maybe might not require it, if you have it, you can often get kind of bumped up on the pay scale or get a little bit higher pay. The next thing you need for teaching English abroad is some cash. I know that sounds kind of strange to say you're going to go work and do a job in another country, so why would you need to bring cash with you if you're going to get paid there? However, the way things work out, you might not actually be paid until a month or 6 weeks after you start teaching, so you'll need some money to kind of get up and running and buy a few things for your apartment, etc. Generally, I recommend a minimum of $1,000 to $2,000. That's kind of at the lower end. Access to say like $4,000 or $5,000 is even better, just in case there's an emergency. If you hate your job, it's good to have a little bit of money in the bank, just in case. The next thing you need is often a background check. So most places require you to get a criminal record check in order to get your teaching visa. There are also some countries that require you to get a health check. So this really varies by country in terms of what the place is looking for, but check the regulations and restrictions carefully. Okay, so those are my basic requirements to teach English abroad. And of course, remember, check the countries that you're considering teaching in because it really can vary. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.